20 years after a Chickamauga man was found dead in his driveway, the case remains unsolved.
The death of 54-year-old James Harris was ruled a homicide, and 2 decades later, investigators still haven't been able to figure out who's responsible. Here's Greg Glover with tonight's Crime Stoppers.
This is the perfect case for Crime Stoppers. Your anonymous tip can finally provide closure, dish out some justice, and it can lead you to a payday. If you know anything about the murder of James Harris, it's the time to do the right thing.
The unknown for victims of homicides, murder victim families, they tell me, is very difficult to deal with.
For the family of James Richard Harris, that unknown has lingered for nearly 20 years now. Deputies were called to Boss Road, south of Chickamauga, early the morning of December 22, 1994. They found Harris's body by his pickup truck at the end of his driveway. What likely took place? Harris had a routine.
He left early for work. He worked at Miller Industries in Ottawa, Tennessee, and he would leave somewhere around 5:15 to 5:30 every morning.
And he was known to carry large amounts of cash. On that morning, he stopped to close his driveway gate and was ambushed. Harris may have put up a struggle. His revolver was recovered at the scene. It had been fired twice, but they were unable to determine when. One clue, a witness encountered this guy early that morning. Authorities would like to know who he is. After 20 years and hundreds of interviews, it's time to resolve this case.
We believe that if we can just get a narrow suspect, the field narrowed down, that the DNA evidence that we collected there at the scene may help us identify the person responsible for this crime.
Again, everyone knew Harris carried that wad of cash in his pocket. There were lots of people in his circle of family, friends, and acquaintances. If you've been holding onto a secret, now's the time to clear your conscience. If your tip leads to an arrest, we'll pay you up to $1,000. Call tonight, 698-3333. That's in the 423 area code. Remember, an officer may answer or return your call, but he'll never ask your identity.